8 to 12 the driver's age, and away we go. Now we're racing into turn number 1, and hopefully these drivers will get through smoothly.
And the poleman, for a change, Rob, moves over to the left and gets that slingshot into turn 1. That may be indicative of these better conditions that we've had previously. The off-pole position being a big advantage to the guys previously, but that was a nice move by Riley Dickinson on pole position, and he executed it well.
So we're underway. Riley Dickinson, the number 53, taking the lead early here. You got a good little battle right now for that second spot, as Max Waithman having to battle back Ethan Arndt in the number 49. Very close there too, the number 21 of Yusuf Mula. So a good little fight early on as the young drivers and tag cadets stand right close together to begin the opening lap.
I remember in the pre-final yesterday, I didn't mention Yusuf Mula's name, but I thought it caught my eye a couple of times in the pre-final. Useful little racer. Yusuf Mula, kart number 21. Started on row 2, goes through at the end of the first lap in 4th position. Riley Dickinson 1, Maxwell Waithman 2, Ethan Arndt 3, Yusuf Mula 4th, and Jack Crawford completing the top 5 at the end of lap 1.
And it's interesting to see the top 5 drivers have absolutely checked out. They already have 7 seconds on the next group, so the top 5 are the drivers who really have the pace here right now. They've been able to stretch well away from the remainder of the field, some of the younger drivers in the category.
Yes, we're hearing some shouts from...
A couple drivers getting together on the exit of turn number 3. I want to say it was the drivers in the lead group here.
Battle for second place here.
Yeah,
Waithman and Arndt having a really good dice, although the gap is just a little longer than it was.
I believe that's Dickinson and Arndt 1-2, Ken. I think we lost Waithman, Mula, and Crawford all might have went around over
that
turn
would be
number
the
3.
shout that we heard.
Yeah, a number of drivers getting together. Obviously, we have the footage here on the big screen. Ken and I were looking at the times just as that happened on the screen. So drivers in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th positions, actually it was 2nd, 4th, and 5th, all went around over in turn number 3, or 4 rather, the exit coming back out into the infield, into the city part of the racetrack. And I want to say that Jack Crawford, the 3, might have been able to continue. He had to take evasive maneuvers and got into the bales a little bit on the exit of turn number 4. As now our leaders come back to 5 and over to 6. So Dickinson leads, Arndt second. They're well out front here right now by 8 seconds. As that battle, we had a 5-driver battle up front, but it's now down to 2.
Well, 56.496 was the time of Riley Dickinson on that second lap, and only 2 other drivers on the circuit were below 1 minute. He actually lowers that at the start of lap 4 because the third lap, 55.888, but Ethan Arndt posted 55.804. So according to the numbers, Rob, Ethan Arndt just slightly reeling in Riley Dickinson.
Trouble here for the number 3T of Jack Crawford. He comes across the line in 6th position, but he's got an issue on the race car right now.
Yeah, he's 20 seconds adrift from the race leader, and that was not truly indicative.
He came by start-finish pointing down either at the motor or the right rear or something in the right rear part of the race car, so that'll be it for Jack Crawford, we believe. But this battle is going to come down to this 2-driver fight here, as they're going to go now try to find a way by the number 9 of, I believe, Mackenzie Cresswell.
Yeah, he's... probably coming in. He's done a 66, 67 seconds lap. He's in trouble.
Cresswell continues on the racetrack, though. Leaders go by. So this fight's going to come down to these 2 coming here into turn number 1. Yellow flags flying in turn 1. Driver there off the racetrack, just on the exit of the corner. You can see the car buried into the hay bales there. But the leader's able to get through cleanly, so the yellow flag will remain there until they get that driver out of the way and that cart into a safe position out of harm's way.
Well, Rob, this really is opening up to a really good scrap, isn't it? The numbers say there's a 1/4 of a second between them, but that's a quarter. Oh, and there's one little error. Is that going to be fatal? Hey, I'm going to say I don't debit Riley Dickinson with making the error. I say well done for correcting it, because he's under pressure.
He's pushing very hard. The car just got a little bit sideways coming out. You can see him correct to the right to be able to hold on to that car. Well done for this young driver, but he hold what could have been disaster of him going around. That was again in turn number 4, that left-hander that leads back into the downtown core here. That's a really treacherous corner. We've had a couple drivers had issues, but here comes Ethan Arndt in the 49 looking for that first big victory. You know, I talked to Ethan. Oh, he's going to go around a lap car to the outside. I talked to Ethan on pit lane before practice, and And he said, they're just waiting for that first win. He's almost won one, but he hasn't quite done it yet.
Dickinson putting the pressure on strongly, though. It's the full use of the circuit, isn't it, that's going to be crucial. As I say, the numbers even lower, 0.189 after that passing move, or the attempt that we saw when I was previously speaking. Even so, on a slow track, that's nothing.
Both drivers getting caught up at different times of that lap. It kind of got close, and then it got expanded again as Arndt had some trouble, but then again, Dickinson having trouble as well, so Arndt was able to get right back in there. So again, with 2 laps to go this time by, they're separated by about a kart length and a half.
Well done to these guys, and it isn't just these as well. Yusuf Muller going through in 3rd place. Hayden Lefevre, haven't called his name in race commentary, he's up to 4th. Jack Crawford, who Rob Howden identified as having troubles, holding on to the 5th place. They complete the top 5. Tyler Oram in 6th.
They just went by Cade McKee, put him down a lap, and the drivers doing a good job splitting him as they work their way through. White flag going to fly next time by, and Arndt in the number 49 looking to the inside.
Oh.
No. He had to look
Rob,
to the inside.
I think he looked, and his discretion was no, this is not the moment, and I credit him for that as well.
Ethan Arndt in the number 49, putting a ton of pressure on Riley Dickinson for the lead here in Tag Cadet. They'll see the white flag this time by. It's going to be 1 lap remaining here. They got more lap traffic in front of them. Here comes Dickinson and Arndt. Right by start finish. Actually, he's by.
He is. Made the
Ethan
move.
Arndt is by as they get into Tyler Oram. But he's right with them again. Arndt now in the lead on the last lap as he's trying to work his way through here.
I think Dickinson thought there might have been a big slingshot there, but he wasn't able to take the speed through. But there's very little in it as we come into turn 2.
Arndt goes to the very bottom of the racetrack. That's going to rob a little exit speed. Again down to the bottom as he's running complete defensive lines right now. Here comes Dickinson. He gets a better run. They're side by side. Dickinson back into the lead.
In many ways, no more.
Dickinson
he's overcooked
him,
him, but he's corrected it brilliantly.
Arndt's going to hold
and
the
the
lead.
3rd place driver, if that was not a lap driver, Yusuf Muller was the 3rd place driver. I think that was a lap driver. Okay, so Riley Dickinson has lost the Lone Star Grand Prix, but hey, that was brilliant recovery work. 2 lovely saves.
Checker flag going to fly this time by. First big victory for Ethan Arndt.
Well done, Ethan. Well done.
Ethan Arndt was able to hold on there.
Riley's telling us how he feels about that, but that's good. That's good. The passion's there.
Riley Dickinson pounding the steering wheel as he comes across the start-finish line. Coming home in the 3rd spot is going to be Yusuf Mulla. But what a move it was. Dickinson, you could see that Arndt was blocking so much to the bottom. Dickinson got a good roll to the outside to stay with him.